It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show, Canada. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Blue Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That's off the inside corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So digging in, Dalton Varsho. His first at bat was a strikeout. In the dirt, well done behind the dish. Comes up empty.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Nobody out, runner at first. On the ground, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Designated hitter, Ernie Clement.
Digging in, Ernie Clement. Just missed. Man at first, 1 away.
That's a ball.
That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the third baseman, Will
for
Wagner.
the Blue Jays, third baseman, Will Wagner.
Swings through that.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least 1 in this series.
We'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set. Getting the nod in this one, Kevin Gausman. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Zach McKinstry. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Next offering is fouled back.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Got him swinging.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Now the third baseman, Colt Keith. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. Gosman, a former All-Star. More than 100 career wins on the mound. A former first-round pick back in 2012. Makes the grab. 2 down. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Jake Rogers.
Well, his teammates keep feeding him, and he keeps on eating. Top 5 in the American League in RBIs, and he's become a go-to guy you want to see at the plate. If you root for this team, he's the guy you want up there with runners on base right now.
2 down, bases empty. Now here is Riley Green. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
0-1.
And a foul ball. 2 outs, bases empty. Now fly ball to right center. Varsho after it. And that is that. It's the Tigers 0. Blue Jays coming up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
For the Jays, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. And that's in the dirt.
Yeah. 2-1.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. And that one is lifted in the air. Carpenter on the move to the gap. 2 down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This group was shut out there last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored. And you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like it could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Anthony Santander in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look to called strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
That one 95 to finish him off. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. We played an inning. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
Give it to him, Toronto. Show how we play in Canada.
Gosman back to work. That's off the mark. 1-0. Gosman, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. And it hits the fence. Throws to second, and that's a leadoff double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Torres with some impressive production lately. And that one fouled off.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Spencer Torkelson now at the plate.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Carpenter leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Up and in, and a count 2-1. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Man at second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
And now the DH, Matt Vierling. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. And there's a strike.
0-1.
Late on that fastball.
0-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So they were ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, George Springer. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And there's one away.
Batting 5th, center fielder, Dalton
And now it's Dalton
Varsho.
Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Second baseman Andres Jimenez.
Here's Andres Jimenez.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Nothing here in the bottom of the 2nd. Swings and misses, and a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 2 full, no score. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take
for
a look
the
at how the
Tigers,
series has played
catcher
out so
Jake
far.
Rogers.
Right through there for a strike. Rogers matched a homer in his last game. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2 is the count.
He caught it behind his back. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Batting 9th,
Off-speed
center
pitch, and it
fielder,
looked like he just
Parker Meadows.
continued his momentum towards home plate after releasing that. Perfect position to make a play and help himself out.
And up next for Detroit, Parker Meadows. Going away. 1 out, bases empty.
0-1.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rate, Sing. He blew him away on 3 pitches.
Now
He didn't have a
batting,
chance.
Yeah,
shortstop,
Boog, a dominant
Zach
strikeout for
McKinstry.
sure, and he just looked overmatched at the plate. As a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you got a hole in your bat. You definitely start to question yourself.
2 balls.
And another
no strikes.
ball. Top of the 3rd, no score. Foul ball there. That one finds the zone, and the count's even at 2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. The throw in, and he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here at Rogers Center, set for the bottom of the third. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Swinging a foul out of play. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
No ball. Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for two. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. And now the catcher comes up to him, Alejandro Kirk. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Here's the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. He swings and fouls one off. And that is out of play. The pitch. Way inside. Swing and a ground ball. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Tough play on a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
Back to the top of the lineup, and next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. And ball
outside.
one. Late swing fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. This one in the air, right field. Reaching, try, but can't bring it in. Relay to second, in there safely.
Back-to-back base hits. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's 0 for 1. That clips the zone. 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Base hit center field. One run's in. The throw home. It's offline, and he scores. It's 2-zip.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Two outs, runner on first. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Meadows squeezes it, and that's the third out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 3 innings complete. Blue Jays 2, and the Tigers nothing. Welcome back. Let's
Leading
check
off
out
for
what's
the
been
Tigers,
happening of
third
late.
baseman,
Really been
Holt
playing
Heath.
well. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Keith measures 6 feet 2 inches, 23 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. And he lays down a bunt. Bare hands it. Tough play. Not in time. He's safe.
Now batting, left fielder Riley Green.
This was the perfect spot to drop the bunt for a hit. I mean, he used his bat as a tool up there to direct the ball exactly where he wanted it to go and look smooth doing it at the same time. Really well done. And the defense right there stood no chance.
Here's Riley Green. Fly to center his first time. Popped up. Makes the grab, one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had
Up
pretty
next
good
for the
timing on it.
Tigers,
Just got
right
underneath it a little bit and
fielder
popped it up.
Carpenter.
Digging in, Kerry Carpenter. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Fouled off left side. Man at first, one away. Pulls that one foul.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Very high with that one. 2-2. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Torres batting for the second time, and that's strike one. That one's in there, and it's 0-2. Way outside, straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. One left for Detroit. They trail things here 2-0. And we're back.
Leading
Bottom
off
of the
for
inning.
Toronto,
And it'll be George
right
Springer to step to the plate.
George Springer.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Oh, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Varsho, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting,
Andres Jimenez will hit next. Struck out
Jimenez.
swinging his first time. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Fought off foul. On the ground, could be 2. There's 1. Out. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 4. Blue Jays 2, and the Tigers nothing. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
for
pitcher's duel
Detroit,
so
first
far. Here's how the
baseman,
starters have
Mr.
performed
Torkelson.
up to this point. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. And that skips in the dirt.
Well, these Tigers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And he takes a strike. Swing and a miss and a slider. In the air, right field, and that is Springer. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter Matt Vierling.
Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Give it to old Toronto. Show how we play in Canada.
There's a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And that one pulled foul. Shoots a line drive single into right center. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit
Now
of a lost
batting,
start for some,
catcher,
so that was
Jake
nicely
Rogers.
done to beat the odds. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Rogers now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Deerling over at first with one away. Next pitch is outside. Now one miss, and he dives in safely. And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
No, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself
This is
out of
the
an
fielder,
extended
Parker
slump,
Meadows.
one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Tigers leave one. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check out the
for
latest news
Toronto,
from around the league.
Third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Flaherty back to work. To the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Over 1 so far.
Let's go, Captain Kirk.
That's a strike. 0-1.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
That one the other way. Fair ball.
He really shot that one down the right field
Up
line and
next,
somehow
for the
found a
Blue
way to
Jays,
keep it from
left
slicing
fielder,
foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Man at first, Nathan Lucas. Next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Up the middle. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. Blue Jays 2 and the Tigers nothing. Welcome back,
Leading
and
off
take
for
a
the
look at some
Tigers,
hot hitting
shortstop,
in this
Zach
series as we
McKinstry.
check out the numbers. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. That's in there. Going to count 1 and 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Hacks swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pitcher wanted it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Now the number 2 hitter, Colt Keith. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Left fielder.
So 2 down now, and here is Riley Green. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Next offering upstairs.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Blue Jays 2 and the Tigers nothing. Back now in Toronto, bottom of the 6th. Now at the plate, Bo Bichette. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Brennan Hanafy up and throwing. Canely getting cranked up as well. And that one fouled off. On a strike, the pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Got it. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Jack Flaherty out of the game, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break.
Now pitching for Detroit.
Brennan Hanafy taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Saying he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Swing and a miss.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now
that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
And there's a foul ball. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And the batter is George Springer. smoked on the ground a second. Throw on to Torkelson. That takes care of Springer. And the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check, but they're on top 2-0. New inning getting started. Now, Kerry Carpenter.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Man,
that's down the mound. It's about the process. You get everything right there. That's a huge defensive play in the late stage. You have to convince yourself that it was the most challenging we've seen today.
Torres up to hit, and it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, having a tough time finding blast, and that swing will give them confidence the rest of the way. They're having issues with pitch recognition.
Torres in the box now. No balls and a strike. Gosman winds and deals. Hits softly on the ground left side. And foul ball. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Torkelson, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. The Tigers down by a pair here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. And that one missing low. Now this is in the air down the line. Lucas makes the catch, and that is that. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Jimenez at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
That's inside.
2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Right through there. Got him. That K is his third of the game.
Oh, man, just locked him
Now
up with
batting,
that slider,
third
even though it
baseman,
caught a lot of the
Ernie
zone. And
Clemens.
I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Clement in the box again, takes a strike.
It's been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only
0-2.
down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They're up 2-0. Back here at Rogers Center, we're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the DH, Matt Vierling. Gosman back to work. Fouled off. He was late. This one chopped up the middle. Low throw. Pick. He's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult
next
to get
for the
anybody
Tigers, catcher,
on that
Jake
one as far as you had
Rogers.
to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. And here is Jake Rogers. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
The tying run at the plate. Fouled off down the right side.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Tying run at the plate. Struck him out looking. Parker Meadows
Up next for
up
the
now for the
Tigers,
Tigers.
center fielder Parker Meadows.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Tag out at second.
Very questionable steal attempt right there. You're down by 2 runs. Tying runs at the plate. Your run is so important. You have to be smarter than that. They can't be playing around in this situation. Trust the guy at the plate with 1 swing to tie it up. That right there could be very costly.
And a big swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, left field. Lucas on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that.
Now pitching for Detroit.
On the mound now, Tommy
Number
Kahnle.
43.
And compared to a lot of other
Tommy
relievers,
Kahnle.
strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Leading off,
Leading
Alejandro
off
Kirk.
for the Jays.
1 for 2.
Catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Swings and misses. And that is strike 1.
0-1's
This
the
guy's
count.
got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
0-1.
Let's keep it going.
Liner, base hit. And now 2 aboard. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
First and second, no outs. So up next for Toronto, Bichette. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That's in there.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
The shortstop takes the ball. Headed towards the corner. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Lays the plate. Got him.
I don't think he got a great read and or jump as he was trying to score from second on that one. Nice execution by the defense. Come up throwing, hit the relay man, and then onto the plate. Beautiful example of a well-executed play.
Next to hit, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Golden opportunity right here. That one fouled off.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Second and third, 1 away. And that one off the outside edge.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back. Give them some
bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. So bases all loaded up. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, George Springer. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch at a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th, and now the shortstop, Zach McKinstry.
Now pitching
Jeff Hoffman on to try and close it out.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Late on that fastball.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Oh, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Keys in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. The Tigers trailing by 2 here at the top of the 9th. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Just missed.
3-0.
On the inside corner for a strike. And now it's filled up.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
1 down, base is empty. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
They're down to their final strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, a low-scoring ball game in this one. 2-0 game, few errors, pretty clean. That's kind of what you want to see in terms of defense and pitching. A couple of runs was all it took to get the W today.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.